To sunny Florida, Jacksonville, Florida. I'm Mike Wendland.
And I'm Jennifer Wendland.
And we are coming to you live on our Facebook page today from Jacksonville, Florida, and the Jacksonville RV Show. This has been a ball. We're down here with, I think they say there's about 1 million snowbirds in Florida.
I believe it.
A lot of them are in things like this, RVers. They're in RVs, and this is a pretty big show. We're with the folks at Sunshine State RVs in Gainesville, which is just 50 miles or so down the line, and we've been having a great time. You even got a birthday present. Tomorrow's her birthday. She got a present.
It was a joint present.
It was a joint present.
Because your birthday is the 8th and mine's the 12th, so someone brought us a gift.
Yep, and this is live, so if you're watching us on Facebook.
Is that because you want more people to give us gifts? Is that what you're promoting this?
That's right. Yeah, and we're going to be here till 4 or 5 o'clock, so you can bring more gifts. Yeah, we got a nice gift from somebody. Mm-hmm. So yeah, and if you're watching this live, you know that you can make comments, you can ask questions. I see we've got a couple people already who have tuned in. Let us know you're there. It helps us to see you, and we'll be able to share your comments and questions. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff. Hey, but first of all, I got to introduce you to a friend that we met down here. Come on in, Mort. You got to meet this guy. All of you who are from the Detroit area and those around the country are going to recognize this. This is Mort Krim. Hello, Mort.
I should be introducing you. That's what I used to do.
Yes, let's do it. Let's go ahead. Yeah. And I've got another report. Yeah.
Now, here with that report, let's go to Mike Wendland.
Can you believe this is the technology, Mort, that we dreamed of this?
Yeah.
To do these kind of reports back, Mort, for those of you who are from, Mort, you've been in every market in the country, so they know you.
I never could hold a job.
Mort is probably one of the most respected television anchormen in the country. And Mort and I had the privilege of working with Mort for a long time at WDIV in Detroit.
I drove all the way over here just so you'd say those things.
Yeah, and it's Jennifer's birthday, so we can cover the gift as a present to her. But Mort is an RVer. Tell us about what you have.
We have a Tiffin, 33 foot, and
it's a Class
we
A.
love it. It's a Class A, and we, although I think Tiffin has just started building a C. I've not seen it yet, but
Janet Ewing Deaton from Huntsville, Alabama is watching us. Hello, Janet. We love to see those folks and have you say that. This is another thing we couldn't do in TV.
That's right.
So
people couldn't talk back to us, and that wasn't all a bad thing.
Colleen is here.
I think it's interesting that Mort was 3 months and owner of a.
Oh yeah, your story about how your RV. Hello to Colleen from Marquette, Michigan. Colleen, how much snow do you have in Marquette, Michigan, up there? My goodness, that's a lot up there. I think they have a couple of feet. Isn't this neat? So we actually can be pretty interactive. Yeah. And we've got Mike Frame watching us from Arizona. But I'm going to finish up asking a couple of questions here. Jennifer, we were sharing our RV story before, and how did you kind of end up RVing?
We have been looking at it for several years. We were boaters for 25 years. And finally decided that it would be easier to dock an RV in a crosswind than a boat. So I think RVing is more age appropriate for us than boating at this point in our lives. And so we've been doing it for about 1.5 years. We put 13,000 miles on this RV and hope to put several more on it before we finally sell it and go on to do something else. Although I don't know what else we'll do after this.
Now you have a Class A now, but your first RV
was a C.
A Class C.
And we kept it for, but we're doing a lot of live aboard, staying weeks at a time.
She's still using that marine terminology.
And and after about 3 weeks of living on it with our 2 cats, it was getting a little small. And so we traded it in for A class. And the guy that sold it to me at General RV, he said, it's not unusual for somebody to bring their first RV in and trade it for something else, but he said, you may have set a new record. He said, usually it's 6 months. You've had yours 3 months.
And
but I said, at my age, I can't afford to wait. I mean, if I'm going to do it, I have to do it now.
It's kind of fun. We got somebody in Costa Rica that's watching us. Let's see. We've got David Hi in Costa Rica. We've got another David.
That's a tough trip to RV from here to Costa Rica,
Yeah, another one from Colorado. And Colleen, I asked that question. She said there's 105 inches of snow on the ground in Marquette. Wow. I think it's 82 today, isn't it? Down here?
Here?
Yeah. It's pretty good. So Mort has gone from a Class C to a Class A, and We are down. You live in Florida.
We live here in Jacksonville.
In Jacksonville. Yeah. So I had to come all the way to Jacksonville to finally hook up with you. Because Mort has a book coming out, and I'm going to put it all over our website about his many years in broadcast journalism and some observations, I bet, on
it's an
the state of journalism today,
how
too.
Mike and I hooked up again after all these years. I was reading Family Motor Coach magazine, and I read the entire article. I got to the end. It said Mike Winland. And I thought, how many Mike Winlands can there be, especially who are in journalism and who write? So that reconnected us.
It did, and I think we've been connected on Facebook for a long time, but it's been good. Well, it has been a pleasure to see you again.
It's great to see you again.
We'll see you out on the road. I can't wait till we get out there. And I can't wait till we get out on the road.
I'd say hope to run into you, but
no,
I don't mean that literally.
No, don't run it in. That's great. Bye. Well, what a joy to see Mort. Mort is probably the neatest guy I've ever worked with. Really a man of great integrity. And you know what the news media is like today. This guy never had a scandal. Just trustworthy. Just a good guy. Just a great guy. Those were great days in television.
It was fun.
But we're having a great day right here. Let's go find Nick Schmidt and get an idea about the Jacksonville.
Find Nick.
Yeah.
I'll get Nick for you.
All right, Jennifer's going to go find Nick Schmidt. Nick is there he is. From Sunshine State RV. Hey,
yes,
Nick.
Sir. How you doing, Mike? Good
Welcome.
to see you.
Hey, look at that color. Cobalt blue. It's the official color, of the RV lifestyle channel.
And the Florida Gators.
And the Florida. Is that really it?
It is.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
Is.
Oh, my gosh. Somebody just said fake news. Yeah, that's what's going on today. A lot of that. But, hey, Nick, we're in Jacksonville. Tell me what this market is like. We're talking about snowbirds. And I just did a little research. About 1 million snowbirds come to Florida every year.
I believe it.
And many of them in RVs.
Yes. And the small RV segment is the fastest growing segment of all the RVs. We're getting a lot of snowbirds. People are just anticipating coming down here for this time of year so they can get their RV serviced and they can find a new one.
Now, why are these smaller RVs, these Class B RVs? And let's just kind of show right over here behind you is a Roadtrek
CS Adventurous
XL. That's the same one as we have.
That is the same one.
And then we're looking down at a whole list of. You've got a lot of them. And right here is a Roadtrek Zion.
Yep.
That is on the ProMaster, Dodge ProMaster body.
And right behind it, there is a Chevy Roadtrek 210.
That would be.
And that is one of their originals.
Right there.
Right there. Right there.
Yeah, right there.
That is,
oh yeah.
That is one of the
there.
Right there. That's one of the original Roadtreks from the 80s. One of the first chassis they built on was a 210.
Well, it is.
I'm going to interrupt because I have to say, I was walking and I heard two guys talking about Zion.
Mm-hmm.
And the one guy said, with all authority, big enough for one person. I almost turned around and said, no, 2 people and a 60-pound dog, and we've been doing this for over 5 years.
Yeah, we're on our 6th year.
And it's fun.
Yeah.
It is really fun. Okay, that's my big interruption.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's our almost birthday girl. So, talk about the difference that the snowbird population means to Florida these days.
So there's so many industries that when the snowbirds get here, definitely flourish. The RV industry is definitely one of them. People come down here. It's beautiful. It's 75 degrees today. It's been sunny.
82.
82.
Yeah.
Man, with the wind out here, it's absolutely beautiful. So this is why people come to Florida for this weather. The
short sleeve shorts.
Shorts. Mike's actually wearing shorts. He wore those about 6 months, it looks like.
Yeah, I haven't. White skin, but not for long. Yeah.
But,
pasty white, no sun on that.
Yes, it's great.
Yeah.
But this is why you come to Florida. This is why everyone from all over the country comes to Florida during this time of year to enjoy the weather, to enjoy RVing, to enjoy the beaches. Walking down the beach right now is just absolutely beautiful as well.
Now, one of the questions that we get a lot, and you guys, by the way, is somebody else from British. Let's say hi to some of the people, Nick.
There's no snow in Phoenix today.
Rusty from Nanaimo, British Columbia, Canada. Thanks to you. Mike Frame is in Phoenix, Arizona. Says no snow there.
There's someone in St. Pete Beach.
Yeah.
They love their Roadtrek.
Yeah. David says, say hi, my son there, Chris. Okay. I think I know what you're meaning. Yeah.
Go find Chris.
And then we have Meredith, who's in St. Beach, Florida, and loves her Roadtrek.
St. Pete is beautiful.
Yeah. That's just a bit south of us. So that's great. And we love having everybody on here. You can make your comments, ask any questions. And one of the questions that everybody asks a lot is about, so you're a snowbird. You're in Florida, or you're in another big snowbird state, which would be Arizona, South Texas,
Yeah.
and you have a breakdown. Now back home, you got a dealer. What do you do when you need to find a dealer and you're on the road to get some service done?
So Roadtrek wise, you would find your closest Roadtrek dealer. They have one of the largest dealer networks in the country. Other than that, I would say you have to go to some review sources to find some reviews for a good local dealer, because there's some great ones out there, and then we all know there's some that don't.
One of the things is this
people very well.
this Facebook group that we're on now is
Yes.
a great one. You can ask questions.
That's true.
I often recommend, Nick, that people call a mobile RV service.
Yeah.
Those guys tend to be familiar with all of the problems.
Yes.
And
Yep. We have a good one in Gainesville, and I recommend people to them all the time, because it is nice. They can just drive right up. They have all their tools on their truck. They can perform the service right there. But there are some good small service shops around the country, and I've had a privilege of working with some of them, finding, for customers of ours that are traveling and they call me in a frantic at 8:00 on Saturday. Hey, this just happened. I'm in the middle of Alabama. I'm like, there's nothing I can do, but let me do a little research for you. So I go straight to Google, start looking up. I go on the Facebook page and I Google the area, see if I can find somebody, and I call them right back, find someone, and I've had a chance to meet some great people.
So that's a great technique too. You can call Nick if you know Nick, but call your dealer or call any RV dealer for whatever manufacturer RV in the area that you're at, and ask them, what do I do? And RV dealers, a lot of them get a bad rap on it. They want to help,
We do.
Yeah. Well,
Sunshine State RVs.
Yeah, Sunshine, and we'll hear about them on the podcast as well. Well, I'll let you go sell some more RVs. We'll answer some questions if I get some questions. I'll
Perfect.
call you back.
Well, Mike, I
Nick
appreciate
Schmidt,
you, man. Mike's
all
great. I
heard-
love everything these guys do for the RV industry, for the RV lifestyle. They are definitely great ambassadors for everything. So definitely follow them.
We have a great time.
That's
so
good.
That's good. Thanks, Nick.
Yeah, thanks, Mike.
Let me get my birthday girl and my co-star back. So there you go. So are we snowbirds?
I guess we are.
Yeah. Snowbirds are people, and it's a term that is used for everybody who comes to places like Florida or like Arizona, South Texas. And you're welcome to ask any of the questions you want about snowbirds. Generally, the season starts, there's two different starts of it. One, people will come down often right after Halloween when the weather starts to get cold up north. The other time they'll come is right after Christmas, because they'll want to stay home for family. The season sort of ends in March.
Usually March 1st is
March
when it
1st.
ends.
That's also when a lot of the rates go up at RV parks. You can get usually very good deals renting by the month at an RV park if you rent from January, February through March, or even December, January, February. Same with condos. Many of them have snowbird rates, and you can get really good prices on those as well. But we see them all the time. There's the misconception about reservations. People are always asking us, well, I can't find a place to stay. And particularly, a lot of people, we want to go to the Keys. We want to spend some time in the Keys in the next month. And we just talked to somebody today that had no problem at all getting a place.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go to the Keys.
Yeah. Now the Keys were heavily damaged by one of the hurricanes last fall, and most of the parks I think are now reopened. But
I think we got to get down there as quick as we can before everybody comes down for spring break.
Yeah,
and everything.
spring break, the really busy time starts towards the end of February, starts in March. And so right now is a great time if you can get away to come down and enjoy yourself in the sun in Florida.
Because find out when spring break is, because it'll be bumper to bumper.
All right, got to say hi to some more people. Larry from Frostproof, Florida. That's a great name of the city, and I think it's up south of Lakeland, right in that area, if I'm familiar with that, Larry. And they call it Frostproof because generally it is frostproof from about that line in the peninsula south. Now, we happen to have a place up on the Emerald Coast in Destin, and they get frost there.
They do.
Yeah, it actually gets kind of cold. So Frostproof, Florida. I know it's a nice day there because it's a nice day here in Jacksonville. Let's see. We got Joyce who says icy in Indiana. She's ready for warm weather. Well, come on down, Joyce.
Yeah, I don't like ice. I like snow, but I don't like ice. I think Michigan, I think the whole country is getting some ice today.
Yesterday, we went to Sunshine State RVs in Gainesville on the way to Jacksonville here, and we did a big thing. It made it pretty exciting.
Yeah, we de-winterized.
We de-winterized.
Boy, that felt good. Get
Why
all that
is it?
antifreeze out of there. I always dread the antifreeze being put in. It's a sign that some of the freedom.
Yeah, I think there's
taking off
something
and going.
about
Psychological.
you
But
know.
you can still use it.
Yeah, we used it. We just got back just a couple weeks ago up in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan on a camper, and that was really fun. But now that we are down here, I'm liking this short sleeve shorts weather. This is pretty good. So we got all the antifreeze out of ours. I'm going to have a post on the blog on Monday, tomorrow, for those of you who are watching this live, and it will talk about that. And it's kind of like Memorial Day is the official start of summer.
Matt made it look pretty easy.
Matt from Sunshine State RV, he sure did. Our start to finish, we were all done. All the antifreeze is out, and he did a great job. Now, for our snowbirds, though, there's a challenge that we want to talk about, and that is if you are following the typical snowbird season, you're going to go back north about March 1st. That's a dangerous month back north because there will be some very severe frost, probably even some snow if you're going far enough north. So you will probably have to re-winterize. That's our advice to you. If you de-winterize down here and you're going up north in March, plan on re-winterizing before you get up there, because you'd hate to have it freeze up. And even though it's nice and warm down here, we have found that even the first week of April can be very cold.
2 years ago, April 12th, I think we were headed north, 12th, 13th.
Yeah.
And we were driving on ice. It was very scary.
We hit Indiana, and we had de-winterized there too, I think, didn't
But
we?
just driving on the ice, I think we were okay as far as not worrying about everything freezing. But
we forgot all about it.
Ice.
Yeah. Let's see. Rob is in Portland, Oregon. He said soon to be in Saratoga or Sarasota. Come on down. The weather is great. We had Joyce talk about icy in Indiana. So we can answer any of your questions or take your comments. We love to share them and be a part of the connection with everybody as we get going. Most of the people that you see, I think here, most of the people we've met are residents of this area. They are from the Jacksonville area, or they are snowbirds visiting. It was great fun to meet Mort Krim again, and Mort lives down here. He kind of goes back and forth in his RV, and that will be pretty good. Here's Paul Burke. He says, soon we will be snowbirds, and he can't wait. He is also from Michigan. How much snow do you have up there, Paul? We've gotten mixed reports. Some people say it's snowed every day for the last week up there. We kind of do it. There's some kind of perverse joy that snowbirds get in checking the weather forecast back home, isn't it?
You get the joy, and then now the ice I don't envy, but the snow I'm like, man, snow's pretty.
She actually hears about the snow forecast and wants to go back there. There's something exciting about a blizzard, but man, we've had a lot of snow this year. So
yeah, it's been great.
I'm liking this weather. Last night we had to have the air conditioner on as we slept.
We did.
A week ago it was the heater and a space heater. Well, that's Bo barking. Some little dog about that big just walked by.
I think it barked at him, so
yeah.
He was returning the
We
bark.
should probably say hello to Bo. Let's see. Is that Lisa says, is that a 210 behind you? That would be over that way. Yes, that is a 210. And they're not making as many 210s because they just are not in demand. The one that is now outselling it, and the Chevy platform is the Zion. So
I really like the Zion.
And that's, I think, a used 210.
You're kidding. I thought they were all new here.
I don't know if that's new. It's got EcoTrek on it, so it must be new.
Mm-hmm.
We can ask Nick again if you want more information on that, Lisa. But yeah, it's Jen's being a good reporter is going to go ask. Paul Burke says we just got over a foot of snow over the weekend. Wow, that's okay. Nick is here. Come here, Nick. Let's tell it. Yes. We had Lisa is interested in the 210, and I was just saying they're not. The Zion seems to be outselling the 210s.
The Zion does, yes.
How about the 190s? Are they selling?
The 190s they're still around. They're not as in high demand as they used to be. The Zion really has taken the place of that. It's about the same size. It's about 20 feet. Width-wise, it's about the same. It's not a wide body.
Now, that is a new 210. I've heard a lot of people have trouble finding new 210s.
Yes, there is about 10 in the country for sale right now.
Really?
Yep, there's about 10.
Why don't they make more? It seems like there'd be more of a demand.
So they're a lot harder to make than everything else, because everything else, they just buy just the chassis and they put everything in it. Those Roadtrek actually makes fiberglass.
Yeah, you have to cut the roof off.
They cut it and they put it together, so it's more of a process. But that one there has all the technology of the new ones, just in a more traditional 210 model.
Okay, so there you go.
Yeah.
10 210s for sale.
In the country.
There's one of them.
Not here. In the country. We have one here.
One here.
Well, the only one in the southeast United States, I believe.
Now, you also have some other RVs. I can't really give a good view of them, but let's see if we can turn it around a little bit and show. Hey, look who's in the car. Hanging out there. What are those guys? Wait a minute, I have to go way over here.
Those are Chinooks.
Right down over my shoulder.
That way.
It's hard to get the right finger. Let's see. It's over that way. Those guys.
Yes.
What are these?
Those are Chinooks.
Tell me what a Chinook is.
Chinook is
besides a big fish, the salmon fish.
Or a helicopter.
Or a helicopter, yeah.
A Chinook is a Sprinter Class B van. They used to make them back in the 90s and into 2005. And just recently, there's been a resurgence of the Chinook factory. They're in Elkhart, Indiana now, and they're making a very, very high-end, luxurious Class B Sprinter van.
And then at the far end, you've got...
And they're going to be coming out with their Chinook Glaciers and Concourses here.
Those are the traditional older ones.
Older ones. They bought all the molds from the original company, and they're going to be making them again.
All right.
Pretty exciting.
Yeah, we should pull this off and walk in all of them, but that's a lot of work. All right, so we found a 210. I'm glad we found you. If we get more questions, we'll get you back in.
Sounds good, Mike. I'm gonna go sell an RV.
All right, sell an RV. Sell that 210. Here's Joni, said she loves her 210. Hey, Nick, there's one more.
One more question?
Here's another question. If you know this, Gloria asked us, are there handicap accessible parks, RV parks around here?
Handicap? Yes, there are. So some of them will have more sidewalks or firmer areas that a wheelchair can go. I don't know anything off the top of my head, but I've heard of
KOAs.
some.
I know for
KOAs have some spots with sidewalks next to the campsites rather than mulch or dirt.
Okay. Well, that's good. So do a search online, and I'm sure you can find them. But I know KOAs do have them, so that's good. All right. Thanks, Nick.
Yes, sir.
Sell about 2 of them. We won't interrupt you. We'll let you sell a couple of them. You got to take them all back if you don't sell them. So this is a good time to buy. All right, my snowbird wife. I think we're about ready to wrap up this live shot. This has been really fun.
Oh, there's a delightful breeze.
Yeah, and a
few clouds, which is nice.
We probably should go bring Bo around and have everybody say hi to Bo.
Want me to get Bo?
Yeah,
I'll go get Bo.
We'll get Bo because Bo has been here. I think Bo has been more popular than we are. We've met a lot of people who come and said hi, but everybody wants to meet Bo. They love meeting Bo, and he's been hanging out. He does not like this heat. You know, Bo is a Norwegian elk hound, as you'll see him in. He's got all this fur. And a week ago, he was in the snow, and now he's down here, and he wants to know why we're torturing him like that. But we're staying at this RV show here in Jacksonville is at the Jacksonville Equestrian Park. So it's a horse park. Do a lot of horse shows. And we're the only ones in it, this RV show. We camped here last night, and a lot of the horse stalls were open. So here's my dog. He's coming up behind us here. And let's see if we can get Bo in it. There's Bo. Hey, Bo. Come and say hi to everybody, Bo. There's Bo. Yeah. Bo's he's been a good boy. He's hot though. Yeah, too hot. And he's got his official Bo bandana on. So but Bo has been
yesterday he ran in about 10 of these things. You let him off leash and
yeah, I let him yesterday run loose in all of these horse stalls because there was nobody here.
I thought the RVs.
Oh, yeah. When I came to the show to say hi to everyone when we arrived yesterday, he went, the RVs are all open. Bo was so used to RVs. He just went in and out of every single one to see what they're like and have fun with them. So, all right. We've been on for a long time now, and I'm starting to get hoarse. Jennifer, you've got birthday greetings from Rod Baker. He says, happy birthday, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And tomorrow is her day, and mine was Thursday. And then we got Valentine's Day this week. Big news for us. We're heading out of here either late tonight or we'll show up tomorrow. We're not sure even where we're going to go. You know the way we travel, serendipity. What are we going to do tonight?
I don't know.
Okay,
but
she doesn't.
We'll
be somewhere. But tomorrow we show up at Manatee Springs State Park. That's down in the south part. No, it's on the west coast. Not too far. It's on the Swanee River. It's about, I think it's about 100 miles from where we are right now in Jacksonville. So we have a road trekking gathering there, and we are going to go down and be with a group of our friends down there all the way through Thursday. Plan to do a lot of kayaking and having fun.
You gonna sit out there?
Yep. So I think we're going to jump on out of here. Thank you very much for everybody for all the birthday wishes. I see several more of you come on here. And thank you all for watching us on this Sunday, wherever you are. I hope you are getting excited about an RV season. We can tell you, being out in the middle of it, that it's nice to be on the road again. And we can't wait to see what the week will bring. To all those who are going to be at Manatee Springs, we'll see you tomorrow. And we look forward to hanging out with you guys down there this week. If you're in Florida, and even though our Manatee Springs campout is sold out, you can come by on Thursday night at the Manatee Springs State Park in Florida. We'd love to see you. Nick will be there with Sunshine. He's bringing a barbecue dinner, and we'll tell him to pack a few more on for everybody. And if they don't show up, that means more for us. Well, that's a good deal. All right. So, hey, thanks for watching. And please stay with us. Don't forget to go over to our YouTube channel and subscribe. That's the RVLifestyleChannel.com. I'm Mike Wendland. That's Jennifer. And there's our dog, Bo, hanging out, watching all the people at the show. We'll see you out there on the road someplace. Bye-bye, everybody.